Okay. This is the raw truth. Let's get into it. Boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. So something I noticed about they're saying the African American vote, the man, African American male vote is more moving towards Trump. I think I mentioned something about that in my previous video. I have just started with this YouTube thing. And I'm just wondering, why is that so? Why is it that the African American vote is moving towards Trump? And I say I do not like the parallel of the African American vote moving towards Trump because his criminal behavior, his flawed characteristic. Why, as African American, that's what or we are looked at as criminal, as flawed human, and we are giving our vote to Trump. While I fully understand the sentiment behind it, it's more so that the Democratic Party failed us in delivering policies and delivering what would you say would be the word? Deliver programs and policies that will, really benefit African American, especially male. Guys, African American male um, is one of the most being up segment of the literate population, or in any segment of all. You don't have to be literate. It could be when you look at all the statistics, labor, um, education, criminal. It's African black man. It's like a target, and will always be on a low statistic. And again, I don't know why people feel repatriation. I don't think I'm jumping around the issue. I mean, we spend so many trillions on other countries and other programs, and so many stuff we spend money on. I just don't know why is it that it's so hard to just, you know, give blacks minority something for them to, you know, to we know what happened. But anyway, the point of this video is that I understand both sides of it. That one, they feel as what Trump said, try me, what you got to lose, and the failure. I do feel the Democratic Party fail blacks and fail African American, and this is something I noticed many years ago, probably I would say probably over 15 years ago. I always say if I could write down stuff and have it proof, it will show like a lot of stuff that I say is no lie. I know this a long time ago, but here is where I have a little problem with the black man vote. I'm going towards Trump. All right, so let us switch to the vice president, Kamala. They're saying she's a prosecutor. And again, because of the large crazy incarceration of African American men, we do feel when we hear a DA, a prosecutor, we feel like that's the ops, that's somebody that's against us. And come on, guys, what you have to remember, Kamala she did not present these bills to whatever political chambers, whether it's a city, state, or federal government. She did not present these bills. These bills did not pass under law with her campaigning or she voting for it or whatever. She's a DA. When you're a DA, whatever is presented to you after an incident or a crime or alleged crime is being investigated. Whatever the findings are, that's what's presented to you, and that's what you use to prosecute someone as a litigant in a case. It's what presented to you. So it has to go to the political chambers who turn these bills into law, and then you have to go with the investigator, or the truthful investigator, or the investigator that bend the rule of law because they know someone is actually guilty, but they cannot find they cannot find a concrete evidence that will put away the person, or they know someone is guilty, but based on like a circumstantial evidence. So the thing is that we have to which is what presented to her from the investigator, and I know sometimes these guys work together behind, behind the accused back, and even sometimes the judge, and that is why Trump is getting away with all these things with illegal fraternity, because the law has not been truthful in prosecuting individual. Countless time, case have to be Case have to be thrown out after people been convicted and serve years and years in jail for crime they did not committed, because somebody want promotion in their job as police officers, investigators, detective. Somebody just lie for whatever reason because they figure they could get away with it because the system make officers feel as if they're invincible. And I have nothing against police officers, but you guys are not invincible. You understand? Trust me, I could tell my story with police officers. Simple. If some of us go to a precinct sometime and hear when emergency call comes in, listen, these are men and women that rushing through the door into a car, driving. The risk of the life first is the running. They escalate back there driving in a car at high speed to get to the location of where the incident is going on. And they don't know what. We don't know all the things that could happen on the street while they're driving. But they don't know what they're going into. You're going to if after that incident they'll be coming back alive, or they'll be hospitalized or serious injury or what. So I have no issue with police officers. I've been in precincts where I don't have a criminal, but I'm not a career criminal. Yes, I have my incident, suspend your license, not me going for simple moving violation, yeah, and stuff like that. But yeah, they put the life, they put the life at grave danger. And my experience was coming when I had to conduct business at the precinct, and I've seen that where they run out, running to make sure everybody's safe and the rule of law is adhered to. So I have no problem with man and woman in blue. My thing is that they haven't been wholesome in how they conduct their business, and especially when it comes to, again, racial matters. So that is the problem we have with that's why Trump get away with stuff. But back to the incident that I'm saying with Kamala. She scratching my finger. She's what just presented to her, and she has to go over what the findings are, and she has to use that information to prosecute people. Yes, I've seen video where she said she could, arrest somebody, let them do time, and then case they dismissed, disrupt their life. Again, those incidents are what creating problem in society. And we have to learn that if things don't affect the society now, eventually continue, it will affect a society some way down the line if there are no changes or some overall in how things are being conducted and things are being done. That's what you have to understand. And see, President Trump is able to use those same system and say, when you say for some place to be safe and retail industry, blacks. I mean, that's a story for another day. But I mean, that's the point. We have to seriously look at that with America historical relationship and with African American, especially black men, and really make some changes about that. But again, I start again, back to Kamala. She again, it was presented to her. Sorry to repeat it myself. She have to go again. Now, here's what I have with the problem with Trump now. You understand? And Kamala, you need to do better. You have Jamaican blood running through you. You know, we don't play those games. And that's what is pissing off African American mind. You understand? Because it's like, you know, you're one of us and you're doing this to us. But those laws and regulations is what been on the books for how many years before? Years, probably most of these are years before Kamala. You understand? Some of these are probably there from slavery time or what's it to call it, separate but equal time. And you know, some of these are just modernized a little bit. Come on, we know that's fast. Alright, let me jump to Trump now. So with Trump now, we haven't seemed to see Trump as a friend of African Americans. You look at things, as I say, as Obama said, walking down the Golden Escalator and spewing his nonsense. And again, talk about that walking down that Golden Escalator again. It's the demonizing of immigrant. I mean, yes, he was talking specifically Mexican, but we all know, you know, a lot of people go through the border. Even though the black, I mean, I don't know about the recent they're not immigrants. The recent border crossers, I keep on forgetting what they're called, refugee or whatever they're called. Like the African American number is pretty low. I was so surprised that African Americans going through the border. The number is less than 1% of all those thousands of people. But when you think about it, you got to think about, yes, Mexican and minorities. And so it started out from that statement he made going down the escalator. And I don't want to rub him the wrong way because he was a big deal with him and the Mexicans and building a wall. So I just don't want to throw, you know, black people in that situation. But what I have a problem with is when he said, why we're taking people from Shito country. I think it was an African nation, Nigeria, and I think it was a Caribbean nation, Haiti. And that's where my problem lies. And I haven't seen an effort to be a champion for African American causes. And I mean, Trump could go as far as saying, why don't you try me? You know, let me see if I could do so. Like, it's a kind of quick poke war situation. You know, not because, in some sense, that's what he said in a way. You don't try to beat me down. Because he said, try me. What you got to lose? You know? And it's like he's saying, you're already there. Nobody cares about you, so try me. You know, see what I could do. Instead of as a man that they say got bars and speak his mind, just come and say, listen, African American, we feel your pain. And it's time someone take your cause and make it a priority and run with it. Try me. What is it you got to lose? It's simple. So from the border, from the border wall issue, he was going to build a wall. And again, I said, yes, we know it was Mexican, to Shito country, yeah, I mean, even with the hurricane, it still bothers me with that hurricane in Puerto Rico when he was throwing the towel again. Those are Hispanic, Latinas, and I've recently, again, Puerto Rican garbage island floating in the world. So, and if in some sense they're saying we are the lowest afloat except for population, but in terms of economic strength, and again, African American reminding you, in the world of the great, I think it was also just Ice Cube, we are about 13% of the American population, but only 0.13% of the wealth. And it's time we look into ourselves and change that statistic. That's a say statistic. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, and those are numbers that again Trump could look at and say, and again that's the thing why this you want to say Trump saying this and doing this, and it's like it's Teflon. It's not Teflon. He is hitting the nail on the head. He's saying the stuff that is real. He just doesn't go about it the right way. Say it the right way. And again, and which is the right way? Saying it in Israel. As my mom was saying, you can have your right and lose it based on how you go about a situation. You've your right with it. And I keep on saying that's why people are not going crazy. Oh, Trump is a disgrace, he's a monster, he's a fool. And, you know, and they're saying election is close, which I don't believe. But since that's what they're beating like a drum, that's why Trump is where he's at. He is saying what has not been said and what is, I'm using the word factual. Facts in some sort or in some kind. And we have to understand that's where he's at. Now, to finalize my point as I'm trying to say, my daughter see me and laughing. To finalize my point of what I'm trying to say, the point I'm trying to make after rubbling on so long is that, you know, they say, oh, you guys like to pull the race card. But for people that have been battered and abused, and some wickedness has been done to, for so many hundreds of years, by so many different people, but especially is well documented by white people. And like I said, after being a child of God, I'm a black man first. And I live to see my great grandmother. And if my great grandmother was able to know, I mean, these people are Jamaican. Obviously, you can hear my accent. But I'm picturing an American like me that lived to see their great grandmother. And if their great grandmother was able to live to see even their grandmother, that was probably enslaved at the time, you carry that burden with you today in present day America. And for somebody to come and say, they're eating a dog, they're eating a cat, a garbage of island floating, there are criminals coming through the over the wall, shithouse country, you are not going to disrespect me. You're not going to talk to me and address me in that manner after what my foreparents have gone through and what they have been through and the fight that they did to make us where we are today. You understand? And especially as a Jamaican, where it's well documented, or we are fighters, freedom fighters. Don't hold no grudge. We're not trying to get no lip back, as the kids would say. We just want equality. So you're not going to think you could talk down to me and look down to me that way, especially in a political arena, and think it's okay. And I don't understand. Oh, as I say, people vote for various reasons. Some people want issue and they don't care about other stuff. You understand? But I'm not going to want to say if you're Jew, how could you be a Jew and vote for this person? Or could you be, I don't know what's going on in the Middle East. I really don't know what the Middle East. Or could you be an Italian or a teacher? But I could say this though. From what well-documented history, and I understand where black man coming from, but I just don't understand how you could, or of what your parents and foreparents went through to allow someone to think that they can talk to you like that. Shithouse country. Got Jennings over here that don't want to give us a repatriation. Shithouse country and stuff like that. And just turn around and vote for a person. Is forefathers the one that held my forefathers captive and slave? And then in today he's gonna come and say I'm from a shithouse country and speak derogatory to me, and then I turn around and vote for him? No. What's that? Stockholm syndrome? House slave mentality? No. I'm, you know, I would tell you the truth though. Probably a family member, and I know I probably shouldn't say this, and probably will regret if you get to go anywhere. Probably a family member I could deal with after this, but friends, listen, I have no problem with Republicans. I don't care about Republican or Democrat. But you can be a Republican or a Democrat and do not address me in this manner. And I could not have a close friend that, as a black person, gonna look at Trump and dismiss and say don't care. Because what? You feel under Trump time it was this and it was that. So you just forget what your foreparents went through for you to be here today and just go and give a guy a vote? No. That just doesn't make any sense, and that can never be right. And I'm sorry for the rumbling for finally get to the point, but that's what my issue is. Alright guys, so have a blessed one.